What is going on, guys? It is Rhammondgames here, and after a very, very, very long time of waiting, we have finally made it to another episode of the RHG podcast. Yes, it has been probably way too long for us to wait to get to another episode of this, but we're finally here with it today. I'm excited to be back. I hope that you guys are excited for the podcast to be back. Like I said, it has been really a long time since we've done this. I mean, I can remember last time I talked about this, I was giving Black Ops 4 a second chance, and now we've had a lot of Black Ops 4 streams since then. We've had a 24-hour live stream since then. We've had new GFuel flavors come out since then. We've had almost an entire season of Fortnite since then because Season 9 is currently ending right now. We are in the overtime phases of it. So yeah, it's been a lot of craziness that has gone on since we've done the last podcast episode. But today, the podcast is returning. So basically, I like to give you guys a rundown of what's going on in each episode. So today we're going to be talking about a 24-hour stream recap to kick off the podcast. And then we're going to talk about my expectations for Season 10 of Fortnite, what I hope that they change, what I hope happens. And then we're also going to be talking a little bit about a quick GFuel update with me and stuff like that. And then we'll close out the podcast with a brand new segment called Ask RHG. So let's go ahead and get started with today's podcast. Alrighty, so to kick off this podcast, I want to go ahead and talk about the 24-hour live stream. So if you guys missed the 24-hour live stream, I am so sorry that you guys missed it. It has been like 2 weeks since it actually happened, and it was a lot of fun. We had a ton of fun on the channel with it. I let you guys know, and this is the 100% truth about it. I had the live stream planned probably back in like December and January probably. But I knew I couldn't go from streaming from 2 or 3 hours a day to doing an entire 24-hour live stream. So that was what kind of brought up the 12-hour live stream that we did earlier on in the year. And then we did this 24-hour live stream. So it was tough. You guys know that I struggled a little bit towards the end. But it was still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Will I be doing another live stream here in like the very near future that's that long? Probably not. That might be maybe a once a year thing, maybe not even a once a year thing, maybe just once in a while thing. But it was a lot of fun. If you guys did not make it to the stream, I am so sorry. I should be doing another long live stream here soon, so you definitely want to catch the next one because it's a lot of fun. But yeah, so just talking about it real quick, we kicked it off with Fortnite. Fortnite was just regular Fortnite, just playing squads, with the crew that we always do. And then we went on to Black Ops 4, played some Easter eggs. I went on to Far Cry to play a little bit of solo. I played a little bit of solo in Modern Warfare Remastered. Then we went back to Call of Duty because the whole thought process behind that was I wanted to play some Alpha Omega. So we went back to that for about roughly 2 hours. Then we went back to Black Ops 3, finished the last 3 Easter eggs of zombies that we had to do in that, and then we closed it all out with Fortnite. So, like I said, it was a very, very, very long stream. I had a ton of fun with it, though. We did something different this time versus what I did in the 12-hour live stream, and we basically had guests with us the entire time. Like, when we played Fortnite, we had Sid, we had Trash Packer, we had Lucas Plays, we had TLS. When I got to Black Ops 4, we had Trash and TLS and Lucas, and it was just the same throughout every single game, and like I was able to have people there and talk to people the entire time. It was nice. I was able to talk to the chat the entire time, and it made it all worth it. It was a lot of fun. Even though it was a very, very, very long stream. Very draining stream for me, and I even tried to prepare for it. For like the night before, I tried to go to bed like really late. I went to bed at like 4 or 5 or something like that, slept all day. I didn't wake up the day of the live stream until like 3 o'clock because I wanted to get as much sleep as I possibly could. But then I woke up, I had to come downstairs, finish working on a couple things, and the live stream eventually happened, and I think that honestly it was a success. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. It was just really long, and that's a day of my life that like I was just like, okay, let's just blow the whole day and basically give it to YouTube pretty much. Give it to the viewers, and I'm okay with that. But it was very draining. You guys could probably tell there at the end, I was running out of energy quickly. Even with the G Fuel, I had G Fuel like every probably 8 hours during the stream. So those last like 4 hours where I didn't have it, I struggled a little bit more than I should have. I could have been drinking like hydration and something like that and trick my brain, but I did not. I only had like one serving of hydration. I had what were the flavors that I even had? I had Bahama Mama. I had I don't even know now. I honestly don't even remember what flavors I had during the stream. I think I had watermelon and yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't remember. It's been that long, but it was a lot of fun though. Overall, I really enjoyed the 24-hour live stream. Like I said, will I be doing another one in the very near future? No. But I kind of enjoy doing those longer live streams because it does give people that normally wouldn't have a chance to make it to a live stream, they can make it into that one. So I don't know. I feel like that, even though they suck and that they're dragged out and really long, for me as a creator, I feel like that they are a lot of fun to do as well. And it puts your channel. I mean, I grew a lot during the live stream, so subscriber base wise. So thank you to those people who subscribed just because of the 24-hour live stream. I want to talk about something else with the live streams here in just a second that has kind of something to do with the 24-hour live stream, but more so every time I live stream now. But yeah, guys, you guys are awesome. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and talk about that thing right now. So as you guys know, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we were able to enable Super Chat onto the channel. And since I've done that, I have gotten a overwhelming amount of support for that stuff. So thank you guys so much. For anybody who has ever donated during a live stream, you guys are freaking amazing. I have had the pleasure to look over at my chat and see that somebody has donated almost like most of the live streams that we've done, and that's amazing to me. That honestly is, I'm not, a big time YouTuber. I'm just sitting here with 1.3K, and to have a such supportive fan base that you guys are, that is amazing. That truly is amazing, and I'm so thankful to have you guys as my fan base. That's the word that I'm looking for right there. I'm thankful to have you guys along for the ride. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. It's hit me a little bit more and more lately. I've been getting a lot of messages, and I normally get some messages on some social medias, but I've been getting messages on social media, and I've been reading them. I've been replying to some of them, and it just reminds me of why I'm doing this whole YouTube thing. Why am I putting so much time into it, so much work into it? There's some other stuff that has happened to me that it made me realize, like, oh, I need to like keep doing this. I need to keep up with it, but I really don't want to go too deep into that because that's not like big time stuff. I mean, it is big time stuff, but don't get me wrong. It's not big enough to share with the entire channel yet, so we'll keep it hush hush on that point. But yeah, you guys, every day I'm reminded of why I keep making content, why I keep making videos and stuff like that. Why do I spend, maybe like 6 hours of the day just working on, filming, editing, and uploading and stuff like that? But it's because of you guys, and you guys are awesome. And yeah, so this is why I wanted to talk about like a small little G Fuel update, because I knew that this part of the podcast was not going to be super long. This podcast probably won't be as long as the regular podcasts, but it's okay. Not all podcasts have to be an entire hour long. So let's go ahead and move on to talking about Fortnite. And whether you are somebody that says that you absolutely hate Fortnite, or whether you're somebody that loves it, it is no doubt that Fortnite is probably still the biggest game in the world to this date. This weekend, they've got the Fortnite World Cup going on, where you got the Pro-Am, you've got a lot of pro players there playing. So there's a lot going on this weekend with Fortnite. But what I specifically wanted to talk about was kind of the Fortnite live event, also leading into what I hope to see in Season 10, because if you guys don't know, Season 10 is like literally right around the corner. It might actually be starting this upcoming week. We've not got confirmation from Epic Games themselves about that. But I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit of everything here, because if you guys did not know, the Fortnite live event happened like last weekend, I believe. And sadly, I was at work. I could not stream the event. But I did watch, it back on YouTube and stuff like that. So my full opinion on the robot versus monster event, I think that it was good. I think that they did an amazing job with it. I think that it is not obviously the worst event. If I had to say the worst Fortnite live event, I'd probably say it would be the Ice King event in season 7. But yeah, I didn't mind this event too much. I think that it was okay. I think that they did a good job with it. I think a lot of people were upset that the map didn't get changed as much as it did, but I believe that it could have been because of this program that's happening, or also because really the big updates don't come until the seasons of Fortnite change. So why would they, show their hand on, okay, we're going to change all this area during the next season? I kind of like it the way that they're doing it, because if you guys don't know what has happened now in Fortnite after this event, is there is a big power core orb looking thing that's over at Loot Lake, and it's basically been getting bigger, it's been getting brighter and stuff like that, and I think that it's going to eventually lead to like an explosion at Loot Lake. Now I don't think that's going to be a live event for Fortnite when it explodes. I think that it's going to be one of those things that we see it in the cutscene of season 10. But yeah, we should be getting some season 10 teasers here soon. I'm super excited about season 10 because me personally, season 9 was not one of my favorite seasons. I like the slipstreams, but like Neo Tilted and Mega Mall and stuff like that, that's not for me. That's not for me. That's not what I remember, Fortnite being. I'd rather have regular Tilted and regular retail and stuff like that. So, but overall, season 9 was an okay season. I'm really hyped up for season 10 though, because Fortnite has a chance here to do a lot. So, if you guys don't know, they have been saying the robot versus monster event was going to be the end of like that whole cube visitor, whatever storyline you want to say. And I'm super excited that they're saying this, because a couple things that we've all wanted. Number one, we've all wanted some OG locations to return. Number two, we've wanted a new Fortnite map, more than just the OG locations to return. So with Fortnite coming into season 10, it's almost like a new start, because they went from 1 to 9 doing a storyline. Now they can go from 10 to 19 doing a storyline if they really want to. So I'm excited about that, because it opens up so much more of a creative realm, whether they want to start off with season 10 going back to like the OG Fortnite map, which I think would be really, really, really cool. Or maybe even getting an entirely new Fortnite map, because if you guys don't know, the Fortnite map that we currently have is a freaking mess. There's damage everywhere to the map. You've got the rotting rocket base and the rotting mansion from season 4. You've got just chaos everywhere. You have a volcano now on the map. I think that now season 10 is probably the most ideal time for Epic Games to come out with a new map, just because of the fact that they honestly, it's season 10. They've wrapped up that whole storyline. What do they have to lose with getting on board with a new map? And I think that a new map would be something that's very exciting to the whole community of Fortnite. I think that it would hype up a lot more hype in the Fortnite community. And I think that it would get everybody excited about playing Fortnite again, because I feel like that Fortnite is in that state right now where it's like, okay, we're in between like the end of this season and the new season starting. Most people have their battle pass done and stuff like that. And even though they do have overtime challenges, it's not going to reward you a free battle pass like how it did in season 8. So it's just like, well, why do I want to do it? Like that's a big thing. Like people are just like, why does it matter? And honestly, like the whole thing about Fortnite, I think is funny, is everybody thinks that it dies off. And throughout the season it does, but there is so much hype for a new season, like when a new season comes out. Like I guarantee you when season 10 comes out, Fortnite will be a craze again, because everybody's going to play it again. Everybody wants to see what's next. Everybody wants to see what Epic Games has up their sleeve to begin the next season. Everybody wants to see the battle pass and stuff like that. So I don't know, like, yes, Fortnite has died off from a little bit of its popularity, but it's also still one of the most popular games. If you go on like Twitch or something like that and see how many people are streaming it, it still ends up being one of the most streamed games on the internet. So I don't know. Fortnite might be dying, but in the end, it's still one of the most popular games. And with Season 10 right around the corner and Epic Games has got the upper hand to do basically whatever they want with Season 10, I'm really excited to see how it's going to be. Whether it is going to be just a explosion happens and somehow our team gets traveled back in time and we are back to Season 1 Fortnite, the Season 1 OG map, and they basically can go from there and branch off the new areas. Or whether it's a new map completely. I'm excited to see the future of it. I think that, honestly, if we don't get a new map in Season 10, we're probably never going to get a new map for Fortnite. So just fair warning there. But that's just my personal opinion. I think that Fortnite's perfect timing to do a new map would be now. But we'll have to wait and see how the cookie crumbles on that one. So let's hit you guys with the one thing that is the most popular thing on my channel. Probably the most popular thing I've ever done on YouTube. Let's talk about GFuel. You guys seem to love GFuel stuff, obviously, and I have been loving making the GFuel content since I started making it. But to talk about it, I want to give you guys a little bit of some updates because a lot has changed since, we've talked last. We've had maybe 2 new flavors come out because I don't remember if Typo was out during the last podcast or not. But so we have got 2 new flavors now. We've got Typo, we've got Snow Cone now, which is what I'm currently sipping on during this podcast. But a lot has been going on with GFuel lately, man. They've had Typo come out, they've had Snow Cone come out, they've had the cans come out, which you guys have seen me review all week here on the channel. Shout out to you guys if you guys have seen every single video that has been posted this week. Holy crap, what an amazing week for GFuel videos on the channel and stuff like that. But yeah, we've had Snow Cone come out. Like I said, the cans have come out. The cans have really surprised me in a way that I didn't think that they were going to. And yeah, it's been an incredible week for them. It's been an incredible week for us on our channel, for the videos on it and stuff like that. But the update that I want to give you guys is what are my full thoughts on everything, because now that I have, tried all the cans, now that I've had a little bit of time with Snow Cone, I can actually talk to you guys about like how I feel about everything. So the only thing that I'm not going to do in this one is rank the cans, because I'm going to be doing a separate video over that. I'm not going to tell you where Snow Cone officially falls wise, because I don't even know that yet. But anyways, I kind of want to start with the cans. So the cans have really surprised me, and this is kind of a spoiler alert for future videos that I'm about to have come out where I compare the cans to the powder and stuff like that. And I want to go ahead and say this as well. When I've been doing those videos, I'm not just comparing the cans to the powder. I'm also telling you guys which one I think is better. So yes, I'm going to give a little bit away here, but also at the same time, I'm going to tell you guys which one I personally think is better. So as far as the cans go, I was really skeptical about the cans for GFuel. Not gonna lie, the fact that GFuel did this whole campaign of kick the can and stuff like that and get rid of the can, and now they have their own can, and I was like, why are you guys gonna go through all that process of saying everybody get rid of the cans, sell shaker cups, sell tubs and stuff like that, but now you got cans, which I see it now, because it's going to be easier for them to put the cans in store versus like the tubs and shaker cups and stuff like that. So I get it, GFuel. I understand that piece. But then I was still skeptical on, okay, are the cans going to taste the same as the actual GFuel flavors? And now that I've got my hands on the cans, which is very weird to say out loud, but now that I've got my hands on them, I can tell you guys that the can flavors taste a lot different than the GFuel flavors. And it's almost like a shock when you drink it, because you know the name, you know the blue ice, you know the sour cherry, you know the phaseberry, you know the rainbow sherbet, you know what it tastes like, and then you get your hands on the cans, and it's like, oh, that's new. It really is. And honestly, I think that it's such a cool experience that they were able to take flavors that they know from the tubs and put it into cans and make their own new flavors. And I think that that's a key thing here is the cans are their own product. They really are. I thought that they were just going to be a spinoff of the tubs, and they really aren't. So I don't know. I'm excited to see where the future of the cans are going to go. GFuel has already announced that they are going to be releasing more flavors of the cans, so that's pretty exciting. They're also currently, I watched a video on Instagram literally before filming this podcast. Cliff is at where the cans are being made right now, and the Fazeberry cans are currently being made, so hopefully can restock here soon for everybody who is hyped up about trying the cans and has not got to yet. I'm sorry for you guys that did not get a chance to get it because it's sold out and stuff like that, but I'm excited to see what the future holds. Also, coming from Cliff and GFuel themselves, new packets are going to be in stock here very soon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not talking about packets that we've already had. I'm talking about packets of flavors that we've been waiting for packets for a very long time. I'm talking about the Raging Gummy Fish, the Cotton Candy, the Black on Blackberry, the Twisted Candy, the stuff like that. Any flavors that came out last year, pretty much. So I'm excited to see you guys get flavor or get packs of those and be able to try them and stuff like that instead of buying a tub, because I know a ton of people have been waiting for that moment. And the moment sounds like it's finally here. Don't know when it's happening. They said that it's probably going to happen here very soon, so hopefully it is very soon, like I said. Now, let's talk about Snow Cone. So, the brand new GFuel flavor. Yes, I said the cans were brand new, but the real brand new GFuel flavor that we've never heard about, that we've never gotten to try, Snow Cone. The one that I'm drinking on right now. How has my thought process gone with it now that I've had it for a week? What do I think of it? Has my opinion changed at all? So one thing that I like to do with a brand new GFuel flavor, and I don't know if other creators do this with a GFuel, when I get a new GFuel flavor, I'll literally drink just that flavor for a week straight as my GFuel. And normally I mix in some other flavors, like I'll have a lot of Bahama Mama because Bahama Mama is so good. But then I'll mix in like some cherry limeade, some golden apple pear, or whatever else I'm feeling at the time. But no, when I do this process, I literally drink the new flavor for a week straight just to see how I feel, just to see, is it a top 5 flavor? Did I get tired of it after drinking it for a long time and stuff like that? I gotta be honest, I've really enjoyed my time with Snow Cone and how long I've been kind of experimenting with it and stuff like that to see what I think about it. I still think that it is a really good flavor. It's a really different flavor. I think that's a key thing is GFuel is able to release, what is it now, like 33 flavors, and each one of them, okay, with the exception of sour cherry, cherry limeade, sour blue, and blue ice, every single one of them tastes different. And that's amazing. They were able to come out with all those flavors, and like Snow Cone doesn't taste like anything that we already have. Snow Cone does taste like its own thing, and I know a lot of people worried like, oh, Snow Cone's gonna taste like blue ice or whatever. It doesn't. It tastes like its own thing. I will say at this point, I wish that the flavor was. Hang on, let me get another sip here. I will say it's very weird because for the first time today, it tastes different than it did in the taste test. The rest of the week, it's tasted fine. The rest of the week, I've really enjoyed it. But today, for some reason, I make it, and it's like, there's something in there that I've not been tasting all week, and I don't know how I feel about it. So, like I said, I personally don't know where Snow Cone goes on my list right now. Currently, I have a list of a top 5, like a current top 5, that's going, because I think the next time I do a ranking video, it's going to be another top 5 because the last one was a top 10. So I think, okay, let's do top 5 this next time. But, my taste buds are always changing, and it just might be in the middle of one of those right now where it's just like, hey, bud, your taste buds are changing. But I still think Snow Cone's a good flavor. If you guys have been hesitant about getting it, I would pick it up, especially right now because GFuel's got that buy one, get one free on the tubs. Which I'll be giving you guys an insight on that and what I'm getting for that here in just a second. But Snow Cone's good. I've enjoyed my time with it. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I got the review out of it. And guys, that review currently right now on my channel is blowing up. So thank you guys so much for the support on the new video for Snow Cone. I don't know, guys. I can't believe it. It's amazing. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and say that as well. So GFuel's currently got the buy one get one free deal going on right now as well. You guys can buy a tub, get a tub for free. Great time to get your GFuel. Great time to restock on GFuel if you guys don't have any new flavors out that you guys want to get right now. Me personally, I got 2 flavors that I need to add to my GFuel collection. So I'm currently only missing 6 tubs right now of GFuel from their entire, energy line or whatever, except for Mystery and Coconut and the original Pineapple, because I'm not counting those. Those are discontinued. Why would I count them? But for this one, I did end up getting Lemonade and Peach Mango. I don't think I'm going to do an unboxing of those just because it's not like a huge deal thing. Like the last one was the most tubs I've ever gotten in a BOGO, so wanted to go ahead and unbox that one. But for this one, it's not as big of a deal, so I'm just going to unbox them on my own and stuff like that. But yeah, Lemonade and Peach Mango is what we did pick up during this BOGO. Super hyped up about those when they get here because, I don't know, just adding more GFuel tubs to the collection is nice. I was going to get some restock on some other stuff, but I decided not to, and I'm just going to wait on that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get my tubs in. If you guys are interested in doing the BOGO, you guys have probably about 3 more days to do it by the time that this podcast comes out. It's a great time to stock up on GFuel. It's a great time to get your fix for GFuel. And it's a great time if you haven't tried GFuel to try it. Maybe not, though, because you got to get tubs. But, yeah. Also, final thing that I want to talk about with GFuel is they are currently doing, the Christmas in July thing. Every day of the Christmas in July, they are releasing a new shaker cup. So definitely either a new shaker cup or an old shaker cup. They've done, so far, by the time of this filming, they've done the Gamma Army Gorilla, and then they've also done the Patriot Shaker Cup. So we'll see what is yet to come this week. I'm super excited to find out what the next Shaker Cup is going to be, because who knows, it might be cool enough that we have to pick up on the channel. But definitely stay tuned to the GFuel website for anything on that. Stay tuned for, if there's a new flavor getting announced and stuff like that. Don't worry, guys. I'll cover it. Alrighty, you guys, for the final segment of this podcast, we are going to be starting something new today. We're going to be starting a segment on the podcast called Ask RHG. So in this segment of the podcast, what I'm going to do is under the community tab on my channel, I'm going to post a post that says hey, well, let me read this one. So it says, I'm starting a new segment on the podcast called Ask RHG. Ask me some questions and I will answer them on this week's podcast episode. So basically what I want you guys to do is every week I will be posting that post. Go to that post, comment some questions, and I'll be picking a few to answer during the actual podcast itself. And I have them pulled up right here. We're going to be just going down the list right here and talking about them. I'm not going in any specific order, and I'm just answering questions that I think are going to be interesting for you guys to hear. So let's just start off at the very top. So I will also be taking screenshots of these and posting them in the video, so I don't have to say the names of the people, but you guys will still know. So the first question, who are your favorite YouTubers? So this is an interesting question because I have a lot of different favorite YouTubers, honestly. It just depends on what you're talking about. I mean, I've always watched, for gaming, the Smith Plays and Mr. T Lexify. Those two have kind of been the two that I've really gone to for gaming. Obviously, I watch Markiplier. Who doesn't? I've followed him during his Five Nights at Freddy's series and stuff like that. I've subscribed to many different people for vlogging. One of my main people that kind of, one of my main YouTubers, I should say, that really helped me get into vlogging was a vlogger by the name of Ty Moss. That's a big one. Also one of my favorite morning shows, Good Mythical Morning. That's one that I watch a lot. I watch Hollow Point on YouTube. There's so many different YouTubers that you can watch that it is honestly incredible. And these are just a few of the people that I watch, just naming off a few off the top of my head. There are so many more people that I watch that I can't even think about off the top of my head because there's so many. But those are just a few to name off. All of them great content creators. If you guys don't know some of them that I'm talking about, I highly recommend you guys looking some of them up. watching their content and stuff like that. And yeah, also I wanted to go ahead and give a quick little shout out to somebody during this video, during this podcast. My best friend, like my real life, one of my best friends in real life, he has started a YouTube channel with his wife. So they're basically just going to be doing live vlogs and stuff like that with each other. So if you guys are interested in any of that, head over to their channel. I'll link it down in the description below. To see the support for them would be awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to see how they're going to go. So next question. What are your plans for future videos, and where do you see your channel in a couple of years? So future videos, I feel like we're gonna be doing a lot of GFuel stuff. We've got, we got to finish out round 3 of GFuel mixes. We have got, hopefully more flavor reviews coming up. Like I said, next week we're comparing can flavors to the actual GFuel flavors. And looking even out further from now, I'm hoping that, towards the end of this year, we've got a lot of stuff going on, because I'm going to be, one of the things that I'm doing at the end of this year, it is a ranking video. I don't want to spoil too much about it, but you guys aren't going to want to miss that. And I'm also thinking about doing like a fun end of the year video as well. And then, we've got a lot of videos planned. Like I know who asked this question, and one of the videos that we have planned that we've all been laughing about for the longest time. So yeah, I do have a lot of more content planned. And I'm excited to see, where some of that stuff is going to go, how that stuff is going to be taken in the community. And then the second part of that question, where do you see your channel in a couple of years? I don't know. Honestly. I mean, if we keep growing the way that we are, we'll be probably around like 10,000 maybe. I don't know. But where do I see my channel in a couple of years? Hopefully GFuel's still a thing, man. Hopefully GFuel is still the main part of my channel, some gaming here and there. But the problem with that is going to be is I'll be out of college, I'll have a job and stuff like that. Maybe even starting a family, who knows, getting married and stuff like that. So in a couple of years, that's like a very broad term, because that could be 2 years, 3 years, stuff like that. But looking out, I hope that I'm still making amazing content for you guys, because the only way that I'm going to stop is if I have to. So I've really enjoyed my time on the channel, and I'm excited to see where things are going to be going. So I'm going to combine the next 2 questions kind of together. I'm going to combine both of these people's questions together, because they both kind of asked the same question. So how long have you been doing YouTube, and what made you want to start doing YouTube? And then another question was, what did you first start doing or when did you first start doing YouTube, and what was your first channel? So I'm going to try to combine both of those together a little bit. So my first YouTube channel I made in, I think, like 2009. The first thing I ever did on YouTube was a game called Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I used to build roller coasters pretty much on this game and upload the coasters that I would have built. And honestly, the whole reason why I started making YouTube videos was actually because of my friend at the time. He had been doing the Roller Coaster Tycoon thing for a little bit. He started making YouTube videos about it and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I kind of want to get into that. That sounds really cool. That sounds like a cool idea. And like that's just for one piece of it. Like I've branched off into so many different ways on YouTube that it's unreal. You've got the different inspirations for every little thing. Like, who made you start doing gaming videos? You know what I mean? That for me is Mr. T Likes Vi and the Smith Plays. Who made you want to start vlogging? For me, that was Ty Moss. Who made you want to start doing tech videos? Pretty much all the tech viewers on YouTube. So I don't know. There's a lot. But what made me originally want to start doing YouTube was my friend got me hooked on it. And from that moment on, I would literally sit in my house, build the crappiest roller coaster I could, and I would upload like 3 videos in one day. Like, I don't even do that now. Like, what the heck? But yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting. that to see how like long it's been that I've been on YouTube and finally getting some success on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a wild journey. If you guys want to hear more about my YouTube journey, I actually talked about it in the very first episode of the podcast. So go back and watch that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next question. So this question is, I'm going to skip the first part of this question, and it says, do you have a pink to-go scoop? No, I don't. That's the only scoop I think that I'm missing. Apparently, some people are seeing some red scoop to goes as well in GFuel's collector's boxes. But me personally, I do not have one, and that's very disappointing. Okay, next question is, why did you start posting GFuel videos, and what is it like working at a balloon store? We're going to skip question number 2, but we will answer the first one. So why did you start posting YouTube videos? Basically, asking me that question and stuff. So I'm going to kind of answer this in like a 2-part form, kind of. So I started doing GFuel videos because I saw how much it helped me personally in my life. I didn't know that there was a huge attraction to watching GFuel videos until I found Electric Shock's videos. So I've kind of have always said like I started making GFuel videos because of his channel, inspired me to start making videos on it. Me personally nowadays, I don't watch him. We're not going to go too deep into that. But that really is what kind of started making me want to make GFuel videos. Is just, I saw the impact that it had on my life. Getting me off of like Monster, Red Bull, stuff like that, and it's just a better alternative, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys and let you guys know, hey, there's a different, version to an energy drink that can help you guys out and stuff like that. So that's the whole reason why I started making GFuel videos, and I've really enjoyed it. The community is just amazing. I never in my life thought about like how much support I was going to receive from it. And another thing is like, if you have a gaming channel, this is a little bit more of an advice now. If you have a gaming channel that's literally just gaming, it's going to be very hard to get your channel to grow from that because there's so many gaming YouTubers out there. There really is. There's just countless amount of gaming YouTubers out there. So I wanted to find a niche to go along with gaming to help me out in that category, and that was what GFuel did for me. So that's kind of like the whole reason why I started doing GFuel videos, and I've been having fun with them ever since, and I don't see myself stopping making the videos for a while, at least until maybe GFuel dies off or popularity dies off, and I got to move on to something else. But it's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for receiving or for, showing as much support as you guys have. You guys have made it very clear to me that you guys love the GFuel videos, so I will not stop posting the GFuel videos. Next question is, what do you smell like? I smell like Blue Ice GFuel. Next question, does Snow Cone GFuel taste like Snow Cone GFuel? Yes. Next question, does Blue Ice smell like Blue Ice? Nah, I think it smells like Blue Ice. And then the final question for this is, what is your favorite donut? If you guys could guess who said this, you guys are legends. But anyways, I don't know. There's this place that's really close to where I live that makes these really good cake donuts. Those are the bomb. Any donuts, I had a donut once from like Dunkin' Donuts or something that had some like strawberry frosting on the top of it. That was pretty good as well. I don't know. I like donuts. It doesn't matter. I could eat any kind of donut, and be okay with it. But yeah. So guys, that is basically going to be the format of how the Ask RHG will go. Like I said, I will post a post probably tomorrow up on the community tab for you guys to go ahead and answer or to ask me some questions, and I will answer them in the next podcast. I did not answer all of the questions just because I felt like I didn't need to answer some of them. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode of the podcast. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the podcast. I'm super excited that the podcast is back. If you guys are as well, smash the like button down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos because we have got a lot more stuff with GFuel coming this week as always. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And remember to ask questions for the next week's Ask RHG segment. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.